It all started with my concept sketch of these guys just standing around in the hive where one of them lives, the brown one, the one you kind of see in the corner there. I'm drawing the golden one right now, or not the golden one, the red and the piebald one, whose name is Goldie. And Goldie came over here to wherever they are. It's hard to explain without explaining the books alongside it because it's based on a book series called Wings of Fire, and I have to do several cuts like this because, well, uh, this is a long, long video. My longest speed paint ever. This entire thing took me like a week to do. I did like 30 minutes at a time so I didn't get bored, and also because school. But yeah, so this is based on a book called Wings of Fire, and these are my personal characters, Goldie and Saccharine. Saccharine is the one I'm drawing now, and Goldie was the one I'm drawing before. And Goldie is showing, Saccharine is showing Goldie around because Goldie crash landed there. That was my animation. Goldie was like spinning out of control, and then she was like, my one that was actually an animation was her looking up, and this is like the scene after that, which is a still image, but you get the idea. So let me tell you a bit about the characters. So Saccharine is like a highly energetic little dragon, and she's very helpful, but she's also very clingy, and is like, yay, sunshine, rainbows! And Goldie is like more of a kind, but she's like party all the time kind of person. She's she's but she's also a perfectionist, so she doesn't like things that are just, she likes to do her best, like me. Yep, now I'm drawing all the speckles and stuff, and yeah, this is how I do the red. Now you know. I have to cut here because, whoop, alright. Now you know how I do all these little speckles and stuff. There's a lot of them, but it doesn't take that long to do, I guess. It's more like just, it's a pattern. But anyways, back to the characters. So Goldie, she fled where she lived because everyone thought she was like different looking, and there was a war going on between dragons, and she looked like like a hybrid of the enemy and the tribe she lived with. So she fled because she thought that people were gonna like kill her or something, and she flew into the storm, and she crash landed on the island that that Saccharine lived on, and now they have a happy party, yay, everything's great, kind of thing, you know, that kind of thing. Now I'm doing all shading in my art piece. I'm going back and forth, I know, it's really weird and annoying, but, you know, it's kind of hard to talk about the characters and talk about what I'm doing at the same time, and, you know, here I go, doing all the wing skin and stuff that's see-through, and I'm making consistent with my style from before. Yay! Now I'm doing the background. I couldn't fill it in because I just couldn't fill it in like that because of the layering and weirdness and stuff. And I had to get a specific color, and it wouldn't let me do that color. Anyways, now I'm doing the hexagons in the background where I'm starting it, and it's gonna take a bit, but here it goes, cutting back to more hexagons, and, you know, I'm trying to do two of it, so making it a bit longer and smaller. And yeah, I spend way more time fussing over that, but I had to cut more. And now I'm doing the bottom, the base, and I'm fidgeting with it. And yep, now I'm doing like the lights and the hexagons and stuff, which these are going to turn into more shops because they're in a marketplace type thing. And I'm doing more panels and stuff. I mean, the platforms where they are on, and no, it started out too dark, but I made it a bit lighter, and that was good. Yep. And now I'm doing all the pots in one of them, so one of them is going to be like a garden place. One of the dragons in the shop is a botanist, and yeah, I'm now doing all the hooks for all the pots that are hanging. Now I'm doing all the plants. This is the fun part, designing all the plants, but it was also really confusing because I couldn't decide what I was going to do for some of the plants. Like, what do I do here? Grass? Something? Oh, a cactus. That's nice. And I wanted to do an aloe one, but it was like, what? Alright. Now I realized I did it on the wrong layer, and I did it in a different color to differentiate. Now I'm drawing some tables for the next one, which is going to be jewelry. It was kind of hard to, like, stylize this jewelry place because I wanted to do some hanging stuff, but it didn't quite work, and now I'm doing all the little jewels. And yep, it's starting to do some hanging stuff, but then again, it looked too weird, and it didn't quite work, so I put more on the tables. And now this is going to be an artist who makes paintings and, like, propaganda for their queen, which is, like, their queen's, like, evil and mind-controlling. And so, I'm saying everything too early. I'm just painting buckets right now, and I'm starting to draw what's inside the paintings. I'm talking about everything way too early. Just gonna give you a moment for these things. Now I'm drawing a map of the island. And this one's gonna be a butterfly dragon, a silkwing. And this one's going to be a zebra in the plains. This one's going to be a high wing, their queen wasp. I'm not making up the names of the dragons, the tribe names, and I'm not making up the names of this dragon. This is from the book. More propaganda, as I'm doing here. The queen's, like, evil and scary and mind controlling and stuff. Anyways, and I'm drawing a wasp here because why not? And this one's a high wing, and high wing's drawing this. So, of course, silkwing wouldn't do it. Silkwings are the ones that the high wings kind of enslaved, kinda. Yeah. I kind of like how I drew this one, though. I really do. It was kind of fun to draw her shape, anyway. Or their shape. I don't really know. I don't know what they are. I drew the little artist palette, too. This one I'm trying to figure out the pose they're in. I couldn't really figure it out, but then I'm just like, how about they just lie down there? You know, real chill. This one's going to be bright orange, and they sell jewelry. And now I'm doing wings and the necklace. Kind of just, ties it all together. Because they sell jewelry, so why won't they be wearing their own jewelry? You know. This one's the botanist. I draw this one way too big at first, so, But I like how I did the stripes on this one. I did them more unique, like little dash in a spot. And I resized it. And now I'm coloring it a yellow. That's great. Yay. And I'm drawing the watering can now. And now I'm trying to resize the head because I made the head too big. And stuff is going on with the layers and the stuff. And I forgot my brush was like... Now I'm doing the lights. Now I'm doing the lights in the more of the foregroundish. Not really, still background, but more in foreground that hang from the ceiling. Yeah, my brush was like... I'm going back and forth. I'm doing these lights now. My brush was on... I did a layered brush, and I forgot I was using the layered brush, so that's why it was like a weird confusion. And here you go, back and using the layering brush, the lighter brush, or the see-through one, I don't know, transparent, whatever. Now I'm doing the concept sketch for, like, the tents more in detail, or the shops more in detail, and, yeah. Now I just erase that one and put that one, real cool. Now I'm doing, the outlining in the concept sketch. I'm making, like, almost all the backgrounds, like, lineless, so it's... And now I'm copying it for the other side because easy, simple, woo. And I'm doing it all lineless because it makes it more look like in the background kind of thing, less detailed-ish. Actually, my thing is way more detailed than any other piece that I've made for, like, this thing. And I'm just like, what? This took me an entire week, man. Well, it took me, like, around 24 hours total, but I took a lot of breaks in between because then, again, I was in school, and I was doing this in my free time because it's fun. I wish I got more time to do it back to back, but, like, I finished this, like, the day I'm recording this, so, but you'll probably hear it the day after I record this. Oh, here comes a concept sketch. Not a concept sketch, a thing. What are they called? Why do I always forget what I'm trying to say? It's my reference piece. I reference my old art. I use my old art as references for how the dragons look and stuff, like the scale patterns. That's what I wanted from that one. And also I'm going to be drawing that one in this picture. They're going to be in the background. That dragon is named Tarantula Hawk. not a Silkwing name, but more of a Hivewing name. But they like that name. They named themselves that. Yeah. And you saw my references from before. Those were all my art as well. I referenced my own arts, and I also referenced the book itself, the Hive Queen, for making the backgrounds and stuff. Not the dragons. I mostly use my own art for my dragons, although I used the book at one point to, the first time I drew Sakurine, I used the book for reference because I don't know how to draw that kind of dragon. Very specific. Alright, now I'm drawing Tarantula Hawk. And I'm only drawing one antenna because they lost the other one. Because they're kind of a rebel, and they lost it. Tarantula Hawk's more of a rebel. Oh wait, I already said that. Alright, so this guy gets into fights. He's gonna appear later in my music video. I mean my map, or whatever it's called. My animanic, or whatever thing. Did I mention it's gonna be this is my long-term project. This is part of my long-term project that's gonna take years to make, so you know. And this is only my second bit, and I'm only 30 seconds in, guys. This is gonna take a very long time, and this piece alone took me over a week. It usually takes me like a day or so to make one of these. This one was hyper detailed and had a lot in the background, so this is why it took me so long to make. And now I'm just coloring them in, real chill, blue and stuff. They're like really dark blue and like iridescent-y kind of thing, matching like the wasp. There's a wasp called a tarantula hawk moth. Wasp? Tarantula hawk wasp, not moth. But they have like huge stingers, and their sting is really painful. And that's what they named themselves after. Yay. Because they're a rebel. Their original name was I forgot what his original name was. Oh my god. I guess that's for the best. He doesn't like to say it. Anyways, now I'm drawing all the background characters. I like the design I made on this Hivewing in particular. I kind of like the speckles I drew. Or, I'm drawing the speckles now. I kind of like the speckles I drew. Now I'm coloring the Silkwing. Aqua, turquoise. I like the colors on this Silkwing the best, though. Not gonna lie. And this is the carpet seller. They sell carpets. Yep. And this is the orange one. I'm pointing out names of dragons you don't know. Oh wait, I named this one Ladybug because they look like a ladybug in the ends, and I love it. Like, with the stripes and stuff. Oh my god, yes, they're a ladybug. Alright, and this is the scared one that gets, bad news from the ladybug dragon. This one sells pillows. Pillow seller. I'm naming dragons like this is this one, this is this one, when you don't even know the final project. So I'm just like, And by the way, those patches in that rug were on purpose because I wanted to make it look more like a rug and weren't, worn, even though these are brand new. I don't know, man. I'm just lying because I made a mistake, and I'm not gonna fix it because I don't wanna. This one sells lanterns. The previous one sold silk, but that was they're kind of in the background, so it wasn't. Their stall isn't really visible, so it was meh. Alright, I did the lanterns, and this one does a library. I fidgeted with this bookshelf for a long time, so And I accidentally did the bookshelf on the wrong layer, so now I have to struggle with erasing the books a bit, and it's really annoying. This is my favorite part, doing these books and all the colors. It was kind of satisfying to fill that in for some reason. Now I'm struggling with the ones on the bottom shelf, and now I'm struggling with these guns. They look like Tic Tacs, and I love it. Alright, this one sells fish. I did details on this fish, and this is the back shelf. And I drew a bunch of minnows right here. I drew them different colors to differentiate between each minnow because they all look the same. Here I'm doing a silk scarf, and I'm done. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.